welcoming you to our chair yoga class for today. We're here with a group of 23 people from all over the world. And it's so wonderful to peek onto your porches, into your living rooms and bedrooms, and feel a sense that we're, despite being all over the place, in this one place, in this one moment, together. So we're going to get started right away. I'll share a little bit about the theme of our class as we settle into a good posture, whatever that might mean for you. For me, it means I come away from the back of my chair and I make sure that my feet are on the ground. So this chair yoga class, we'll be doing some centering, some warm-up, some standing postures with support of the chair if you like, and then some winding down. That's our template. And we'll have some time after class to chat if you're here live. So I've got my feet on the earth, and I might just rinse my shoulders up, back, and down a few times, lifting the shoulders up, back, and down, and just beginning to enter into this yoga space. Yoga, the word itself, the practice, is a state of being connected, of being united, body, mind, spirit, and in community with others. So I'm just shrugging my shoulders up, back, and down a few times, and I'm going to begin to arrive in whatever state of being I'm in. I am welcome here. Letting the shoulders rest and relax, and letting the hands and the arms just be heavy for a moment. Resting the hands and the arms in the lap. And maybe you would like to close the eyes for just a moment or soften the gaze down towards the earth. And today I'll invite you to draw upon your breath as if the breath itself could fill up your well of vitality and energy. So as I breathe in, I'm welcoming this breath in. As I breathe out, I'm allowing everything to be just as it is. Breathing in, sipping the nectar of my breath. Letting it settle and percolate as I exhale. With my feet on the earth, my hands in my lap, I'm going to continue to follow my breath in through the nose, out through the nose or mouth, with the sense that it is helping me fill up my well. Those of us with chronic fatigue need to balance our energetic capacity very carefully. A lot of times our mind tells us what we should and should not do, and so our practice of yoga can help us develop that connection with, well, is my well full or am I depleted? And what do I need to do to come into balance? So we're breathing in and breathing out. And if we find our shoulders rise up with the inhalation, maybe we can let the shoulders just soften, relax, and feel the belly and the chest in and out. Maybe you would like to begin to make some small movements, maybe just moving the head from side to side. The eyes could stay closed. Moving the head from side to side, tilting one ear towards the shoulder, coming to center, other ear, other shoulder. Keeping that breath flowing in and flowing out. Allowing ourselves to be exactly as we are. We could be tired, we could be energized. Well, maybe we'll take one more tilting of the head, side to side. And coming back to center. If you would like, you can take off your glasses if you're wearing them, rubbing the hands together. This is a little tool I really love for filling up my well, which is to take some of the stimulus, covering up my eyes. So I've lessened the amount of light coming in, right? Or I might have this sense of containment and a sense of this is just me in this moment, breathing in. I've cupped my palms over my eyes. I might roll my eyes around a little bit, kind of juice them up. And today I'm going to give myself permission to do what feels good to me, to not push through pain or discomfort, to do more or to do less if that's what my body is telling me to do. We can begin to blink the eyes open and bring the hands down slowly, carefully, and I feel like, oh, now I feel like I'm here. Before I was only partway here, now I'm a little more here. So let's begin to move the body head to toe. I'm going to start with my arms at my sides, and I'm going to lift my arms out and up, all the way up, and bring the hands down through heart center. So I'm just making a very simple motion. I'm inhaling, lifting my arms out to the sides, all the way up overhead, and bringing the hands through to heart center, just making this gesture, an arm salute, saluting you for taking exquisite care of yourself today. Breathing in, reaching up, breathing out, hands to heart center. And just doing this one movement repetitively, slowly, with intention. I'm here to fill up my well. I'm reaching up, I'm grabbing what I need. It might be a sense of focus, it might be a sense of balance, bringing it into my heart center. 3 more arm salutes if you feel like it. Breathing in, lifting up, breathing out. You got it. And we'll take one more. Bringing those hands to heart center and feeling the balance of pressing the palms together, resting on the heart, resting on the breastbone. We can take a moment again to just close the eyes and feel this sense that we're not alone. And we can draw from that well of our community vitality. We can draw up from those tendrils of support that we send out to one another. We're not alone. We can feel the others around us and feel the energy of everyone here in this moment, breathing together, being together. For one more big breath. All right. And then let's go ahead and interlace the fingers. Give the palm a squeeze. Juice up the hands. You've got it, Doug. Very nice to see you, friend. And let's press the palms away so we're kind of stretching the fingers. That's right, pressing the palm away from the body, juicing up the fingers a little bit like we're getting ready to sit down and play that piano. And then I might go ahead and, if it would feel okay, lift my arms up, palms facing up towards the ceiling, only going as far as feels good to me, feels safe to me. And then I might come side to side a little bit with my whole body, anchoring down through my feet in my seat. Breathing in, center, breathing out to the side. Maybe one more on each side. And then let's go ahead and bring the hands down, grab onto, place your hands on the chair or on the bed or wherever you're sitting, grab onto the back of the chair. And we're just going to lift the heart and squeeze the shoulder blades. So it's a little bit of an arching of the back. And if you have neck issues, you might keep the chin level with the earth, or if you feel like maybe stretching your chin up towards the ceiling, that could be okay too. And I'm breathing into this openness of my chest, taking off a little bit of that armor that I carry around with me. And then releasing my arms, coming back, maybe letting the arms swing and dangle. You got it. And then we'll go ahead and bring the arms out to the sides with the palms facing forward. I'll bring my hands back a little bit, so I'm squeezing my shoulder blades again, I'm lifting my heart. And then I'll bring the arms forward and just interlace the fingers, pull the arms away from the body a little bit so I can feel this space in the upper back. And I'm not necessarily rounding my back. I'm inhaling, opening. Heart is lifting. You got it. Beautiful, Beth. And exhaling, interlacing the fingers, pulling the arms away. Well, let's just take one more. Arms opening, inhaling. Maybe it's just the breath part. And exhaling. Good. Interlace. Pull the arms away from the body. And then we'll go ahead and sit up and give ourselves a hug. Notice which arm naturally wants to go on top when you give yourself a hug. I'm going to tuck my chin and take 2 breaths here. All right. Opening the arms, giving ourselves another hug with the opposite arm on top. And does that feel weird? Tucking the chin and taking a breath in and a breath out. Here today to fill up my well and perhaps bring a little bit of balance between effort and ease. So let's go ahead and take a sip of water if you've got one standing by. If you don't have one and you want to grab one or you want to ask someone to bring you some water, go for it. And I'm just repositioning here. So with my stance a little bit wider, I'm going to take my legs a little bit farther apart. And I'm going to notice my belly here. And I might just take my hands to my belly and let my belly be full and soft. I'm rubbing my hand on my belly in a clockwise direction, just allowing the breath to enter my belly. If I could feel the breath moving there, maybe, maybe not. Making a few circles. And then taking those hands back into the lap. And we'll take some more circles here. This time, the whole torso can move in a circle. The feet stay planted, the seat stays planted, and we're just circling the torso in hopes of loosening up the spine a little bit. And as we do this, we're breathing. You're moving at your own pace. If you're like me and you're constantly kind of lifting those shoulders up by your ears, maybe you can let the shoulders just relax a little bit. And we're coming into a circle in the other direction. Circling the whole torso while the feet stay anchored. The seat stays anchored. And then we'll come on back to center and lift the right arm up and over. So we're going through our usual sort of warm up, getting a side bend here. Right arm is lifted up and we're leaning to the left. Coming back to center, lifting the left arm, reaching it over to the right. So maybe just stretching from side to side, however feels best for you. And breathing as you do this. We don't often, as I say, move our bodies in this way during the course of a regular day. So you might feel that this is a really necessary thing to do and could be helpful for those of us who care for recurring respiratory infections, right? Because these little muscles between the ribs are really important, along with the diaphragm, for our respiratory effort. And we need to keep them supple. Let's take one more on each side, moving from side to side. All right. And then I'm going to bring my arms out kind of loosely to the sides. And I'm just going to kind of circle the hands, let the hands kind of flop around. Hands are flopping around in a circular motion, just kind of getting out a little bit of my frustrations, right? Whatever I might be experiencing, just kind of casting it off the ends of my fingertips. And then I'll let my hands be motionless for a moment and move just my torso. So I'm twisting to the right. I'm coming to center. I'm twisting to the left. And you can use the breath to help you twist. I might twist one more time to each side and then come back to center. Let the arms relax down and walk the feet back to center. And I'm going to warm up my legs a little bit. So I might scoot a little farther back in my chair, and I'm going to lift up my right leg, point and flex my right foot, and switch sides, lift up the left leg, point and flex the left foot. You got it. And then we'll do that again. Right side lifting, stretching and pointing. And switching left side lifting, stretching and pointing. Beautiful. And now let's go ahead and come back to the edge of the chair. Take the hands into the lap. Soften the shoulders, close the eyes. And in your mind's eye, maybe you would like to visualize the steps it will take for you to come to a standing posture. So we're seeing the steps unfold in the mind's eye before doing it. And trying that on for size, you might also decide, I don't feel like standing up today. That'd be perfectly fine. When you're ready, you can make the call and come to stand or stay seated. Whatever works for you. Okay. So today I am doing something a little bit different with my chair, and you can decide whether this is for you or not, but I'm going to turn my chair so I actually, I'm going to be using the seat of my chair rather than the back of my chair today, so it's a little bit lower. And this may or may not be something that works for you, so we're just going to kind of explore this together. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get into the mindset of being a chair myself. So what that means is I'm going to be bending my knees and bringing my hips back And here I am in my version of a chair pose, which is a strengthening pose in yoga that we can do to help support our glute muscles, our core. And as I bend my knees and bring my hips back, my weight will come into my heels. I'll pull my belly towards my spine. Option to bring the arms out in front of me. And the gaze is straight ahead. As I do this, I feel a great effort in my legs. And I will invite you to find a place where you can experience ease. Maybe it's the jaw muscle relaxing. Maybe it's the muscles in the face relaxing. As I feel the effort in my legs, maybe I can feel ease in my breath. One more breath. Beautiful, guys. And then we're coming out of it. That was a long time. I'm going to walk it out. If you're seated, you can just march in place a little bit. It's beautiful. So I'm just kind of walking it out, opposite arm, opposite leg. And if you would like to challenge your balance today, you might slow this down and explore standing on one leg a little bit longer, right, as you walk in place. It's getting a little warmed up here. All right. Now here I am turning to face my chair. I'm going to inhale my arms out and up. And as I exhale, I'm going to fold forward and take my hands to the seat of my chair. And taking care not to really round my spine, right? So I'm trying to keep the flat back. If it feels more comfortable, bring the hands up higher. Okay, and then from here, I'm going to step my left foot back. So I'm coming into a lunge with my hands on the seat of my chair. All 10 toes are pointed forward. All 10 toes are pointed forward. The back heel is lifted. See how this feels for you. The gaze could be wherever feels comfortable. And I'm finding a breath or two. In through the nose, out through the nose or mouth. And then I'm simply going to begin to straighten my right leg and bring my left foot down. And I'm coming into our pyramid pose. So the right leg will straighten. I've shortened my stance considerably. If you feel uncomfortable here, come up a little higher. And I'm working towards just finding the effort, finding the ease. It's a great stretch for the back of the right leg. And then I'll go ahead and step my left foot forward and slowly come back into my chair pose with the arms reaching forward. Finding my breath. I've got my knees bent, my hips are back, my belly's pulled towards my spine. I'm feeling that effort and I'm also relaxing my effort. And then I'll inhale the arms up, straighten the knees, hands come to heart center. Let's try that all on the other side. So we're inhaling the arms up. We're exhaling, slowly folding forward, hands coming to the chair. I'm going to step my right foot back and come into my lunge. So I've got all 10 toes pointing towards the chair. Back heel is lifted. And you can modify this if this doesn't feel right to you. You got it, Beth. My gaze can be straight ahead. I could squeeze that right glute muscle. You got it. It's beautiful to see you, Carol. And then I'm slowly coming out of this by straightening my left leg and shortening my stance. Both legs are straight. And I'll take a little pyramid pose or forward fold here with a flat back, keeping my gaze lifted if I have glaucoma or vertigo. And I'm getting a delicious stretch in the back of my left leg. You got it, Janelle. It's wonderful. And then stepping my right foot forward, sinking down into my chair pose. The arms could come out. This is the last chair pose we'll do, guys, so make it the best one yet. I'm really getting a lot out of the chair pose today. Squeeze those glute muscles, push the feet apart isometrically, gaze is straight ahead, and then inhale the arms up, and exhale the hands to heart center. Go ahead and take a little sip of water. And it's great to see you, Carol. So happy that you made your way here. And that is so perfect, Shauna. Breathing, feeling the stretch of one's body. So I'm coming back to face my chair. We're going to do that same sequence again, but I'm going to add a couple things. So it's a little harder today. You thought you were coming to class to relax your effort, but actually we're relaxing within effort. So I'm going to inhale my arms up. As I exhale, I'll fold forward, bring my hands to my seat in my chair. Inhale, come up a little bit. Exhale, step that left foot back. I've got my right knee bent, my left leg is back, and you decide how you want your left foot to be. The heel could be lifted, the whole foot could be on the ground. I'm going to plant my left hand into my chair. And then I'm going to twist open to the right, lift my right arm to the right. And I might do that a few times and just really explore finding balance and equilibrium here as I lift that right arm up. Just a very gentle twist to the right. Maybe you want to stay where you are, and that's fine. And I might take one more twist, open. And then let's come back, both hands on the chair, shortening the stance. We'll take another pyramid pose here. So I've got both feet straight, both legs are straight, short stance. I'm folding forward. Maybe I have farther to travel. With this second one, maybe I can stay where I am. Whatever feels good. So I'm using my chair for support. I have a lot of demands, and in life we have a lot of demands. But I'm going to use this chair. This chair is going to be something that helps me with my yoga practice, which is something that fills up my well. So from here, with both hands planted, or maybe wrapped around the chair, I'm going to start to bring the weight in my right foot. With a nice flat back, I'm going to lift my left leg up. See if I could pull my belly towards my spine. Feel that strength in that right leg. Keeping that left leg lifted for one more breath. Awesome, guys. And let's go ahead and bring that left foot down. Come up to stand, inhaling the arms out and up. Exhaling the hands to heart center. Beautiful. Inhale, arms rising up. Exhale, hands coming down to the seat. Step that right foot back however you like. That right foot could be all 10 toes to the chair. That right foot could be fully planted. I've got my left knee bent. And I'm going to press my right hand into my chair as I twist open to the left, if that would feel comfortable for me. So I'm going to take a few twists here, opening to the left. Or I could stay where I am in a lunge. Maybe one more. Coming back to our pyramid, shortening the stance. Both legs are straight. You've got it. And I might fold a little farther forward here if that would be available for me. And if not, that's fine. We're just breathing. And eventually I'm going to start to transfer my weight to my left foot and pick up my right leg. As if I could kick the wall behind me with that right heel. I'm pulling the belly up towards the spine. Taking a breath. And then releasing down. Let that right foot come down onto the earth. Bend the knees a little bit. Swoop the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Beautiful. I'll take a wider stance. Standing in a wider stance and just lifting the arm, the right arm up and over. Taking a few side bends. And as I do this, you can see my right arm is lifted and my left arm is going to be loose. So this is where I'll relax my effort, is in my left arm. And then as I lift my other arm up, my right arm can relax and dangle. You got it. Just moving from side to side at your own pace. Hi, Catherine. Nice to see you. And I might take one more on each side. And then we'll come into a downward facing dog. So you can do this a number of ways. You could do this. I'm going to turn my chair around for this because I feel like it's better with a higher surface. You could do this against the wall. You could do this with the back of your chair. So I've got my hands on my chair. I've taken some steps back. And I'm looking to both stretch the back of my legs and open up my shoulders. Lengthen my spine. Find my breath. And when I'm ready, I'll come back up. I'll come to the front of my chair. And with my legs so strengthened from all of our chair pose, I'm going to give myself a little challenge to come to sit as slowly as I can. Right? So I'm bending my knees. I'm bringing my hips back. My hands are in my lap for this. Make sure the chair is there before you start to go down. And I'm going to come to sit ever so slowly. If I have knee issues, I might just skip right to sitting. That's completely fine. You got it. All right. And I do believe we have a winner today. It's a tie between Karen, Doug, and Catherine. Yes, the slowest. And Edith. Yes, very good. All right, so I've come to sit, and I'm just going to cross my right ankle over my left knee to give myself a hip stretch. That we really did work the glutes today. So I want to give my body, now that it's warmed up, will be more amenable to stretching the muscles. So from here I might lean forward, soften my shoulders, find my breath. Filling up that well with my breath. And then we can sit up tall, cross the knee over, take that twist to the right. Twisting to the right, maybe just a little bit, or maybe a lot. I'm using my muscles to do the work here, not my hands. And as I come back to center, all of that fresh blood released to my organs, I might take my hands to my belly and just rub in a circular motion one more time. And then we can cross that left knee over the right ankle. I mean, you know what I mean. Cross the left ankle over the right knee. Come into your version of this stretch, however deep you want to be. See if you could soften your gaze to the earth. And when you're ready to come to sit, come up, cross the knee over, take your twist to the left. Find your breath in and out. What can I let go of? Can I let go of my jaw, my shoulders, as I use those muscles to twist to the left? And then slow return. Rub the belly. This is my well here. My belly feels like my well. And if there are any other movements that your body's asking for, you might take one more stretch. Maybe you want to hug one knee in, hug the other knee in. And I hope you'll come join me for a mat class, gentle mat class on Wednesday of this week, where we'll be, if you're somebody who feels comfortable getting down onto the floor and getting back up, that class could be good for you as well. So what we'll do now is we'll close our class. You can either come to a fully reclining posture if that's easy for you, if you have a chair, if you have a couch or a bed nearby, or you could sit in a more comfortable way by coming to the back of your chair and by finding some supports. Maybe you want to take your glasses off if that would feel good. I'm taking this time to fill up my well, taking this time to connect with you. I'll begin by noticing my posture. So sitting up tall, and the posture could feel different from when we first began our class. My posture feels a little more open. Softening the shoulders, closing the eyes or relaxing the gaze. Imagining in one's mind's eye all of the friends that we have made in this community, practicing right now in this moment, and imagining those tendrils that connect us all. Allowing support to flow from these tendrils to one another. And as we breathe, we can breathe in that which nourishes us. Filling up that well of vitality. Allowing the breath to be like nectar we sip in, let percolate out. See if you could stay here, just marinating a little bit longer in the richness and fullness of being. And if you're someone who needs a lot of support right now, you can keep drawing on that support flowing from those tendrils. And if you're somebody who has a little extra to give, maybe you can flow that energy out to one another. Think if we could maybe take 3 more breaths together. And of course, you're always welcome to stay in a reclining or a relaxing posture a little bit longer. But if you were ready to come out of it, maybe you begin to make some small movements. You could bring the hands together at heart center. feeling the connection that one makes with the earth through the feet or the seat. And we'll close our class today with just a few rounds of bee's breath. Bee's breath is created by humming. And on the inhale, we inhale through the nose. So we're creating a humming sound. It's calming, allowing that reverberation to carry out, and imagining that we're all little bees in our gardens and we can come and visit each other anytime with this vibration. So we're breathing in. Taking 4 bees breaths. And one more. And thanking you so much for your practice today, friends. I'll seal our practice with an Om. And you can send your practice out to somebody who needs it today more than you do, maybe. Breathing in. Om. Namaste.